Hello, I'm here to talk about natural self-expression. Natural self-expression. What stops you from speaking naturally when you're on stage in front of an audience? Or when you jump up in a network meeting, well, not necessarily jump up, when you stand up to do your minute elevator pitch, what happens? What happens when you stand in front of a video camera, like I am right now? What goes on? Well, what provokes you into reacting to speaking, as it were, naturally, is the uncertainty. Uncertainty is, to the human being, a real kind of alarm bell and is connected with your survival. That's the reptilian brain, the old brain. It's a very binary kind of non-thinking response. That's why we get this chemical release. Things happen to our body, and we get very, very anxious because what we are doing ultimately is preparing for the possibility of death. As extreme as it sounds, that's what survival is. That's what the fight and flight thing is. So why would the body prepare us for the possibility of death when you can't die? I mean, I can't die right now from this video camera, and you can't die from it. You can't die from being in front of an audience or standing up at a network meeting and talking about your business. You can't die from that, but that fear, that anxiety, that discomfort, and to more of an extreme, your helplessness and your powerlessness are all indirectly or directly connected to the sense that there's a possibility of dying. So what's the body doing? It's making you feel very unpleasant and getting you to get the hell out of there. Do something about it. It wants you to react when there's actually nothing there to react to. So what's going on? Well, what's going on is that you're giving meaning to speaking. It's the meaning you're giving to being in front of an audience or a camera, not the camera or the audience or rather the event itself. And by exploring the meaning and getting to get that you are putting meaning into these empty events, because they are really, they're just people sat there and you're here and you're going to talk to them, or I'm sat here, the video camera's there and I'm talking to the video camera. That's all there is. There's nothing else. Nothing can harm me except the meaning I'm giving it. And that meaning is all about uncertainty. So what we do as a human being is we've got to get certain. And on a level, we know that the camera can't hurt us. We know that an audience can't hurt us. However, we still run, we still hide, or we still fight, but in a kind of more practical way through our bodies. Some people would be very demonstrative. They will stand their ground. They might become very aggressive with an audience. Other people might be a little bit more self-effacing, put themselves down, try to win the audience favor. And other people will just pretend to be somebody completely who they're not, which is a way of hiding. That's where we become compulsive and we are reacting to and responding to the situation rather than being at choice and deciding how we're going to actually communicate. Do you follow me? So really, the biggest obstacle to being natural, to accessing your natural self-expression, is simply getting that it's uncertainty that's the obstacle, not public speaking, not being in front of a video camera. I have entrepreneurs, business owners, CEOs come to me saying they have a fear of public speaking, and I say, well, you don't. You don't have a fear of public speaking. You think you have a fear of public speaking, and then I demonstrate how they can't have a fear of public speaking because public speaking itself cannot kill you. Then the perspective starts to change, and then we start looking at the meanings they're giving it. And once you get clear that you are generating the meaning, in other words, you are creating it, you can uncreate the meaning. And that will allow you just to be very present and able to be there, be authentic, and start to communicate in a very spontaneous way.